Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of this replay. Right now we have these Carnage units just trying to run in and rip through all this damage right now. I have my Marines finishing off the rest of this army, but I don't realize that there's actually Dark Templars in here just slicing away at my army. As soon as I realize that there's Dark Templars, I'm going to try to quickly move them up and try to pick them up into those medevacs, as those Dark Templars are going to just be dealing so much damage. Right now I have 53 food count compared to Carnage's 49, but those two Dark Templars, I do not have any scanners anywhere, and I do not have any detection and no turrets, so I'm quickly lifting off my starport, building on a tech lab, and I'm saving up that orbital command in order to do some scouting, so able to take down one of those Dark Templars. Another Dark Templar still in that back side right there, able to take down that probe as well. That Dark Templar, once again getting the scan off, that Dark Templar is biological and psionic, so Reapers do not deal extra damage towards it. Carnage now once again moving back out with that Dark Templar, realizing that that Dark Templar has done as much damage as it can possibly do. So Dark Templars do not take additional damage from Reapers, from tanks, from Marauders, so those Dark Templars are fairly strong. Right now, an army of 3 Dark Templars and 2 Immortals, the only thing that's really separating his base from mine. Carnage not spending all of his minerals, a little bit surprised by that. He should probably be trying to get some more Zealots, and Zealots are in fact being warped in right now, but he does not, and that's that Dark Shrine, once again, one of those things that a Terran player should always be on the lookout for. Gateway as well, not researching that warp gate functionality. Now more pylons being built in order to just continue to push out right now. That single Nexus not using that using the chrono boost in order to build more units. So triple gateway, single robotics facility, producing all of these units right here. I have a Raven now, so that Raven going to be up in the air trying to provide as much defense as possible. I have a single turret and a single bunker as well. And my Marauders are currently sitting at 0-0. I think I start to do some weapons upgrade. Where did my engineering bay go? Is that there? No. I know I have an engineering bay. Okay, there's an engineering bay, and I am in fact getting that weapons upgrade. Getting that siege tank overhead and trying to start blasting into here, trying to take down some of these positions. Able to shoot down some of these cannons, and now here comes those Immortals, Ravens and Vikings. I have that single Viking up in the air just in case I can shoot down any Colossi that are coming. Able to finish off the rest of these fights here, and taking down those Dark Templars, taking down those Zealots, but now here comes the rest of that, and I'm able to pick up my units. So what, 3 Immortals and 2 Zealots pushing back this attack once again. He is sitting on 1,000 minerals. I'm sitting on 560, trying to produce more Marines and more Reapers. I thought that Reapers were a good counter towards High Templar or Dark Templar, but the Dark Templars are not in fact light units. So I need to remember that. Here we have once again Immortals moving out. So 3 Immortals and 3 Zealots. A very combination of melee units and other units right now. Gonna go ahead and try to come in and shooting those quick Zealots, just doing a charge, coming in, destroying and dealing so much damage right now. Trying to move away with that siege tank, but that siege tank getting focused down so quickly. Here my Vikings coming back onto that ground mode, trying to fight back and just trying to push back against these Immortals. Medevacs healing those units as quickly as they can. Immortals getting destroyed, and now down 1 Immortal left, down to 100 hit points, 84, 60, and there it goes. And my Marines trying to chase it down. They are going to in fact stimp to try to catch up, and able to catch up to it. So an army of 3 Vikings, 2 medevacs, a couple Marines, and what, 3 medevacs still up in the air. Now, taking a look back in this space, we have siege tanks being built, starport with a reactor for those Vikings. I'm really scared of Colossi. If he tries to switch it up to Colossi, my Marines, which are being used to counter the Immortals, will just simply wither away and burn so quickly. A secondary or a 4th gateway now being produced, as well as the main mineral fields are slowly being mined out, down to about down to below 500 minerals on most of these patches. I do a quick scanner sweep over here, trying to make sure that he does not have any additional expansions. I should have been able to tell by his army size that he could not be able to expand, otherwise my army would be a significant size larger than his. Carnage sitting at 62 over 92, myself sitting at 86 over 86 right now. Need to get more units. And taking a look at my Marines are now fully upgraded, and with that combat shield and with stim packs, also upgraded 1-0 in their attack. Here I come, I'm trying to drop down a command center in this position. Carnage comes in and drops in a couple pylons in order to try to take down this command center. I still have a single siege tank sitting in this position, not in the correct control group. So that is a little bit my fault for not really dealing with that. Is that siege tank going to draw the aggro of those zealots? Yes, they are, and I'm going to lose this siege tank very needlessly right now. But I'm able to secure this expansion over here. Raven up in the air, acting as that science vessel with that auto turret and that point defense drone. The auto turret does need ground in order to set itself up, but the defense drone is floating in the air. So that Raven up in the air, able to drop those defense drones and really just counter any of those stalker attacks right now. But here's a large number of zealots, much larger than I'm prepared for. I do not have the Reaper army that I need in order to really counter that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take down this low ground right here. Siege a tank. I'm pretty sure I have a siege tank in this group, but it's so hard to find some of those siege tanks sometimes. Is he in that second group? No, he's not. Marauder, SCV. I guess I do not have a siege tank in this group as I look at this very closely. I lost that siege tank earlier. Now another siege tank coming in to join in on that fight right now. A single siege tank as well. More siege tanks being produced. These main mineral patches are almost mined out at this point. Only down to 4 mineral patches at the expansion, and down to 3 mineral patches over here. I'm gonna use this siege tank, trying to build some turrets as well. And as I have a fair amount of minerals coming in to check here, check that he is now building that nexus. I want to make sure that this nexus is taken down. I do not want him to be able to harvest these high yield minerals. Also, I quickly drop down 3 mules from this backside in order to try and get as many minerals as I can. And also I have a planetary fortress up here, so that planetary fortress is going to come in handy in just a little bit. Siege tank's going to siege in this position and once again begin this fight. And Stalker's trying to come in, trying to take it down. There is a single Colossi. Viking's going to make short work of that, and down it goes. A single siege tank has already been destroyed, but now that point defense drone just blocking a lot of the attacks from that Stalker. That Stalker of that point defense drone now out of energy, but still able to soak up a lot of that damage before it was really finished up. Large army of zealots are now left, and those zealots, because I do not have any Reapers, just make short work of that army. Once again, medevacs up in the air, still have a couple of Ravens. Poor siege tank, very, very low on hit points, trying to run back away. I have an army of Marines and Marauders quickly coming in to try to destroy this, and I realize that he's trying to come towards this expansion right now. This expansion does not have that as many SCVs on it to really repair, so I'm desperately trying to repair this. That Immortal dealing so much damage. I'm dropping a turret, an auto turret, in order to try to take down some of these units, and I'm able to destroy a lot of these zealots. Because he tried to take down this planetary fortress, he pretty much loses his whole entire army. And I still have a single SCV being left behind here, so I can go ahead and rebuild this command centers. I'm sitting on 3,000 minerals right now. A little bit of a problem on my macro, and as my opponent is sitting on 470, I should start spamming some more units. Not enough gas. I think that's why my partners are telling me to try to go triple barracks with 2 of them with reactor cores, so I can get more Marines. And I have a lot of siege tanks queued up, some Vikings queued up, and more units queued up here. So once again, coming back in, that point defense drone still up in the air, offering a little bit of protection. Immortals trying to come in, Colossi as well. Those Vikings trying to take down that massive Colossi in that is so tall that Vikings can in fact hit them. Medevac's trying to continue to heal. Siege tanks shooting up onto that high ground. And I think I'm going to take this game at this point, as Carnage says GG, and this expansion is going to get whittled away. I think I had a good balance between attacking and defense. Still didn't use all of my macro ability that well. I need to remember to get more supply depots and more barracks just for more Marines, as the Marines were really the bread and butter of this army. 2 and 1 upgrades on those Marines, so those Marines in fact dealing a fair amount of damage. Once again, going to move up with these Vikings, with these Marines. Marines, 2 kills, siege tanks, 14 kills, and 16 kills. Going to move off into that high ground. Those Ravens still offering plenty of protection. Should probably try to drop some auto turrets right here. And right now, that Immortal quickly getting destroyed, and now Carnage leaving the game. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to give you guys more StarCraft 2 beta replays.